students, welcome to statistics class. Today I am going to start the first chapter, that is vital statistics. What is this vital statistics? Why the name vital? You know, as it is, statistics means it's nothing but statement of numerical facts. Vital means very important. So before going to start the chapter, let us see the marks distribution of this chapter. Marks distribution. So in section A, you will get 1 marks 1 question. In section B, you will get 2 marks 1 question. In section C, you will get 5 marks 1 question. In section D, you will get 10 marks 1 example. So in first chapter, you will get total 18 marks. So in today's session, we will discuss about introduction to vital statistics, definition of vital statistics, then methods of obtaining vital statistics. So introduction to vital statistics. People of the country or the world as a whole are more important than all other living beings. You know that of all the animals, man is considered to be supreme animal, and he is the only animal who has the capacity to think and has such study of human being is very important. The human population plays a very important role in the development of a country. Hence, its study is very important. For development or the growth of a country, human population plays a very important role. For example, consider, suppose if we know the population of a Dharwad district, then we can provide good facilities to the people. Suppose if we don't know the population of Dharwad district, we cannot provide the good facilities to the Dharwad people. So effective administration requires a careful study of vital statistics. A study of births, deaths and migration, etc. is required for economic and social planning. The statistical study of human population is called demography. So demography is concerned with human population, and it also concerned with the social implications of population variation, since vital statistics indicate demographic variations in human population. So next is definition of vital statistics. So vital statistics is the science applied to the analysis and interpretation of numerical facts regarding vital events occurring in a human population. So then what are vital events? Vital events are the very important events of human life. Then what are vital events? Here, vital events are such events of human life as birth, death, sickness, marriage, divorce, migration, etc. So now we know the meaning of vital statistics, and the next step is, so how to collect the vital statistics data, or how to obtain the vital statistics data. So for that we have two methods to collect the vital statistics data. The first one is registration method, and the second one is census enumeration method. In the next slide, we'll study in detail what is registration method and census enumeration method. So the first one, registration method. Under this, whatever the vital events that are going to happen will be registered with the concerned authority of a particular locality. So in that particular place where the events are going to happen, they are going to record those events. As such, the records will be maintained for a particular period of time, by which you will come to know the various events that are happening in the human community. So under this method, vital events such as births, marriages, deaths, etc. are continuously recorded. The government authorities like Gram Panchayats, municipalities, corporation offices, etc. maintain the record of vital events. See, this is sample birth certificate in registration method. In the case of birth, the information regarding the date of birth, name of parents, sex of the newly born baby, nationality, religion, etc. will be registered. So next is, it's a sample death certificate in registration method. Suppose in the case of death, the information regarding the date of death, the name of the deceased, parent's name, address and cause of death will also be registered. Hence, this method is continuous and compulsory. So in India, registration method is compulsory. In some countries, registration of vital events is not compulsory. So the next one is census enumeration method. See here, enumeration means collection of all, so without leaving any single data, that is called as enumeration. So all of you aware of census survey. I think many of you faced the census survey. See, in India, every 10 years once they will conduct the census survey. Usually in our country, every 10 years means, see, last they conducted in 2011. Before that it was conducted in 2001. So like this, next they will conducted in 2021. So every 10 years once they will conduct the census survey. Now when they conduct the census, what are they going to do? That is what we call it as census enumeration method. In most of the countries, population census is conducted usually once in every 10 years. Census enumeration covers data regarding sex, age, marital status, education, occupational status, religion, etc., which are needed for vital statistics. The above information is available in the census year only.
Thank you.